Hello and welcome to the stream. We're starting off with a little tree cutting because I've decided that I want to make some window boxes on my barn and I want to put podzol inside them. But I didn't have any podzol, so I decided to grow a spruce tree in order to get myself some. But then I need to also cut it down. So we're just having a little wooden staircase to start us off here. Also, I want to use like a mossy cobblestone on the roof over there. And I don't think I have enough moss to do that. No. I haven't done a foundation stream for a while, so I thought I would probably be better off doing something on here. A bit productive. How did things go on the server? Did you manage to get the gold farm sorted out? Or are you still having trouble working out where the piglins are coming from? I've got stuff to do here. I feel bad because my episode is still nowhere near ready. Oh, I'm getting some free grass as well while I'm doing this. Oh, hello hole. I don't think a golem can spawn down there. And if it did, it would be a bit stuck. Maybe I should, oops, block that up just in case I fall down it myself. That'd be embarrassing. Okay, well, we'll get on at some point. I've got another busy day on my course tomorrow, so probably won't make it tomorrow. Maybe in the evening? I'm not sure, it depends what I'm doing. But I feel bad about not making much progress in this world, basically. Because it's been so long since I've managed to play properly here. I can't even remember when my last stream was. My last episode was like 2 weeks ago? I can't remember. Too long anyway. Right, I'm obviously not going to leave it looking like that. Yeah, the drill is a thing. I think I'll put this down one. Otherwise it'll look a bit odd. Probably look a bit odd anyway. The drill will be done at some point. Yeah, that's gonna look strange. Maybe. Yeah, I think I might be better off with like hanging boxes for these, so they're just like just under the window with some flowers in. Or I could do some literal hanging boxes. Because I thought it would blend in nicer with the wall of the barn, whereas I think the grass might be a bit too much contrast. So that's why there's the podzol. I'm gonna, yeah, try that. But I need to grab some spruce stuff and some flowers to see how it looks. Because the flowers are going to be bright in and of themselves, so yeah, probably the one high flowers. I don't actually have a whole lot of those. Let's just grab a few of these out. No particular order. And then I need some spruce stuff. And I need to empty my inventory, as always. That's quite a loud giggling growl in my ear. What am I doing? Okay, let's put the grass away. Random bits of dirt. What am I doing? Spruce stuff. See you in a bit. Okay. Do I have any? I've got a few trapdoors. That'll be a good start. And not many stairs. Okay. Let's work with what I've got here. Hey, how you doing? Although it's not been that long since I've seen you, but thanks for tuning into the stream. That might be a bit low contrast. So I've built this little barn around my villager breeder, and I'm just trying to decorate it a bit. Sleepy, yeah. That's gonna look weird if I do that. Probably. Yeah, because then you'll be able to see that. No? Okay. You can't see that dirt, but there's no point in making it a stair because you can't see that it's a stair. Okay. Yeah, you should see some of the things that people build, which are absolutely insane. I am not to that level of builder, but I'm still quite happy with what I managed to do. So yeah, at the moment I'm gonna put some sort of like window in here, I think. And oh dear. How on earth have you got out? Okay. So the zombified piglin just decided to break this door down, release all of my allies, and then go away because there's nothing that he wants in there. I'm assuming he doesn't actually attack allies. Right. So I need to grab something so that I can get those back. And I should probably sleep so that I don't get mobs interrupting me as well. This is the problem when you do stuff live. You can't just cut out the bits where you're dealing with issues. Don't walk off there, that would be a bad idea. Okay. So also concerning. You hear that thumping? Is that in game? Right. There are my allies. So they should throw that to me. What are you doing, mate? You don't belong in there. Is that too far away? Yeah. Okay, I might need to swap what they're holding because I don't have a lot of dark oak fences. Got two of them back in here. But I don't think they can get through that guy there. Okay. I guess I've always got arrows on me. The man, bear, pig. It is a zombified piglin. They come from the nether, which is basically hell. I don't like going there because it's full of mean things and I tend to die horribly. Okay, yeah, these guys are just like flying off. Right, I have an idea. Let's get some snowballs. Oh, snow layers, because apparently I'm using silk touch. Right, snowballs. And then I can give, if I had any inventory space. Oh. Right. I need a spare thing on my action bar so that I can pick up the fences and then give them the snowballs instead. But yeah, they're just gonna, oops. At least they don't take damage from the snowballs. It could be worse. But now they're just gonna keep throwing the snowballs at me. And you, right, come back. Okay, one of them went in the house or stayed in the house. I don't know which. Can you... So basically, I hate working with Minecraft mobs. It's like working with mobs in any other game. In other words, absolutely horrible. Because mob AI is not very good usually. And Minecraft is no exception. Right. Okay, we've got 3 of them backtrapped. Where's the other one gone? Okay, maybe it was a zombie that spawned, because he seems to not care at all. Like, he's not trying to break the door down again, so maybe I maligned him. Welcome back. I'm just having a little issue with my allies because something broke down this door and they all escaped. And then I didn't have any inventory space to get them back. Okay, maybe he is. Can you not do that? That's very rude. This is for my allies. I didn't even realise they break doors down. And I don't know why he's so intent on getting in here to my allies. Right. Have I got 4 of them back in there now? No, I think I've just got 3 in there again. Yes, I may have found the issue. The problem is they will just randomly spawn from this portal here. And I don't want to not have the portal in my base because it's useful to be able to get to the nether quickly. But, okay, so the allies are all trapped inside. Free the flying babies. They're not tormented. They're very... Look, they've got little flowers and everything. They're having a great time. Having a great time. And these little ones in boats are also having a great time and are definitely not going to be trapped working for me in a farm forever. Okay. Let's plant some flowers so I have some vague inventory space. So yeah, what I might need to do is set up a little trap for the piglins using a turtle egg, which of course draws them close to the turtle egg, and then I can have a little pit where they fall down. Although underneath here is my base, so there's not a whole lot of room to work with. Yeah. I mean, they have the one building that is vaguely finished. Everything else is sort of a work in progress, to be honest. So they do have, like, a pretty good house, even if I do say so myself. Okay. Got some flowers. That's nice. I might lower this down at some point because I was thinking of swapping out these blocks here for some sort of like terrain. What am I going to do here? That's not going to work because I can't put a trapdoor both sides here. It won't fit. So I might need to do this 2 and 2. But yeah, as usual, I don't have an actual plan for what I'm doing. I'm just making it up as I go along and hoping for the best. I'm turning all my nice podzol back into the dirt as well because I'm using the wrong shovel. Always good. Can I pick that flower up? There we go. At least this means I need fewer trapdoors, so save myself some materials there. Well, yeah. I mean, it started off a lot worse than this. I've been going for nearly a year in this world. So I've had time to improve things. Normally I just start off with some sort of hole in the ground. Right. Some stuff where I don't need... I'm not going to use 2 stacks of podzol. That would be a bit ridiculous. I could get rid of those fence posts now. Okay. Ready to go back upstairs. This is... So you can play Minecraft single player, which is what this is. I am on a server with Iron, actually, and a few other people that we know. But this is just my single player world that I've been recording YouTube videos from. for quite a while now. Although, yeah, another one. Leave that door alone. Leave the alleys alone, or I will murder you. I could swap that bottom block for a barrel. That might look good. I'm going to try that out so it doesn't blend so much with just the wall. And that is on my coding course. And we've been playing Valheim together. But I stopped playing Valheim to come do this stream. So Matt decided to pop in and say hi and find out about Minecraft. Oops, not that way. Right. Yes. Place it like that instead. So yeah, it's just me in this world, building stuff up and trying to make it vaguely interesting. That black line is very dark. Okay. I'm also not entirely happy with how my wheat farm is looking. I think, what am I doing? I think the oak is a bit of a contrast, a bit too much of a contrast with the other blocks. So I don't know if I want to try dark oak, if that would work. We shall see. There we go. Okay, got a couple of little flower boxes in the window. I'm also going to do something up here, but I don't quite know what yet. What am I going to do? I did build earlier today a little dormer window, and I did steal this idea off of, I think it was a Pinterest one, because my attempts at doing it last time did not work. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with how that's come out, and I'm planning to put some sort of like little crane thing here. So the idea is that you can lift things up to the second floor of the barn. An idea. Maybe I'm wondering if I could switch those out with acacia, this orange block. Well, he might be busy. He was melting iron in Valheim when we stopped playing, so he might be busy loading. That's my boat. Oops. What are you doing in my boat? You better be feeding the smelter all the iron. I want my armor upgrade when I get back to Valheim, whenever that next is. Okay. I'm gonna grab some dark oak and then have a look at this wheat farm. If I really don't have a lot of dark oak is the problem. I don't overly want to use planks for it. Yeah, let's just take a variety of things and try them out. Yeah, we had an incident where we nearly lost one of our resources because Matt was over eager to turn it all into useful stuff. The useful stuff would have been good, but not at the expense of having to go out and look for another village to loot. Okay, I've got an empty shulker box. Let's stick some stuff in the empty shulker box so that I can actually pick things up. That might be a good idea. Right, get rid of all of that. Okay, I think I'd want this. I can't strip it because I've got my shield on. It's annoying. Okay, I think that looks better than the the oak. I think the oak is just a bit too bright. So I think I will tear this down. But that does mean I need to go and farm some more dark oak wood, I'm afraid. The other thing is deciding... I mean, I guess I could use the planks. Do they still work? Yeah, the other thing is deciding how I want to do the roof and stuff for this. And what I should have done is plan it out in creative, but that's a bit too smart for me. I like to just have an idea and wing things. Okay, that should be a full block. That's a very small window. What? Okay, I'm just confusing myself. Yeah, I think you're right. It's just too bright together. I need a pack. Okay, what am I doing? Yeah, that should... Oops. Oh my god. There we go. Okay, and then... Oh, I actually don't have room for any sort of slab at all. That's why it's not working. And then I can tear this bit out. That needs to be planks, because otherwise it will look really weird, I think. There we go. I also have an issue about where is my glass going to fit if I build it like this. Yeah, I think I definitely want to use some sort of log. There's no planning. There is absolutely no planning on this channel. I do, occasionally I plan. But also, I think it's hard to plan for stream stuff because then I'd just be tabbing backward and forward. Yeah, that looks weird, but I think it's just because it's a wonky colour. Okay. That might work. So the problem that I have is if I want to put glass in here, which I do, because I need to trap some villagers in here, a villager to work for me forever, is that the glass is going to come back here. So they won't be able to reach the wheat that's underneath it. But that's okay, I think. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going to grab some glass and try it. See how it looks. Because I can always swap the block under the glass for more wood if it looks too strange. Which box do I have my glass in? There we go. And I keep treading on the wheat, but I'll fix that later. I'm also not quite sure why I didn't finish off planting the field. Be behaving yourself, or I'll kill you. Come on, you. Right. Okay, house. I mean, at the moment, I think it looks alright, because it's sort of... Yeah, it looks like a flat surface from here. Like a single pane. From here it looks weird, but I won't actually be going inside the wheat farm. There we go. Okay, yeah, I keep breaking this stuff by jumping on it, which is not great. Yeah, I think that looks alright. But yeah, I don't think they'll be able to harvest the wheat under here. So, but I'm not aiming for like a maximum efficiency wheat farm here. I'm aiming for something aesthetic to do with my villagers. The other thing I think I need to do is bring this down a level, because otherwise the roof is going to interfere with the roof of that, and that's not going to look great. But then what do I do with that hole there is the next question. I guess I can have a row of like wood up there, maybe. Scaffolding, there we go. Okay, so did we rip that glass out? Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Do that. I'm not sure what to put in the corner. A stair like that, maybe? Looks a little strange. I will admit that. I think this is better than the stripped one. I'm going to try the planks again, now that I've reduced the amount of overall wood in here. Maybe? I don't know. What are we thinking? All in the plank, or should we have some logs mixed into? That does kind of, that looks a bit chunky to me. With the stairs up there. Replace the slabs with trapdoors. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. They might not even need trapdoors. Just, yeah, just having that opened up, I think, helps a lot. Right, door's still in one place. Yeah, that little corner is not looking good. Yeah, I can't really do another stair there because or can I? I'm just thinking. Take that out for a minute. Okay, so if I put that there, I'm going to need something to fill in that corner, is the thing. We'll just have a little ventilation gap. No one's going to look up there anyway. Hidden by the lantern. Have to always stand at this angle. Yeah, I don't know if I want the planks or the normal logs. The benefit of using planks is that they're cheaper. And also I don't have to worry about this interference or like the change to the stair at the top because it's all the same sort of colour. Kind of boxy, but I think it just is going to be kind of boxy because I don't have a lot of vertical space to make it a more interesting roof shape, really. And it's raining. Yay. Okay, so I can do another window thing here. And then I just need to decide how to transition across. You think logs on the corner? Yeah, then I need to go and farm some logs. Which I guess I can do. We'll take a little trip to the dark oak forest. Yeah, definitely need to put some sort of piglin wrangling on my to-do list. Which I have over here. I don't know if I've got anything I can tick off of that. Oh! I have actually done both my gold and my bartering farm. That's just like making things look prettier. There are always more logs to cut down. Yep. And it's mostly just decorative as well. Like, there's no functional reason to use different logs. It's just making it look nicer. That's okay. Right. That lives in my end chest. There we go. That's the right hotkey. So I'm just packing up and then we'll go on a little boat ride because I am not prepared. I didn't realise I had so little dark oak. Actually, I've probably got some in my emergency stash, but I don't really want to dip into that. Oh, there's my boat. Yeah, it's full of zombified piglin. I need that back, thank you. So we'll go and do a little log farming. Because yeah, having filled up that box, I'd rather use it for emergency use rather than just, oh, I'm doing a building project and haven't been bothered to farm. I wonder if the new World of Warcraft players even know that Illidan reference. They're just like, oh, that's so long ago, I don't know. I mean, it's quite iconic and basically a meme. Sailing in Minecraft is not quite as atmospheric as Valheim. I must say, the water is always exceedingly flat. But there are mobs called drowns that like to hide in the water, and some of those are armed with tridents that they can throw at you, and those tridents will break your boat very quickly. So it's not entirely smooth sailing. I mean, over here it should be pretty safe, but if you're out on the open ocean, yeah, no sea serpents to worry about. Just trident dudes and guardians. There we go. So now we just do some chopping and try not to fall in holes. But yeah, this, because it's a block-based game, you do need to mine every single block individually. You can't just cut down the bottom of the tree and it falls over and you get all the loot. That's not how it works here. To work for every block you mine, unless you decide to blow it up with TNT. And at some point I probably will make a tree farm, but I'm planning to basically tear everything down anyway and like slab it over like I have over at my main base. So I've got to chop these trees down anyway, so I might as well have my organically harvested logs rather than my factory farmed ones for the time being. Don't know how much it, oh well, it does go up pretty quick with these ones because they're a big tree. Chop. Right. So yeah, probably this tree, a couple of trees will be enough, I reckon. Is it? That's weird. I guess Matt can chip in. How does my, I can have a look at my stream health. It's not currently on my, in my view. I hope it's not your internet being a pain again. Right, let me just tab to my stream health. YouTube reckons my stream is healthy. So, it may be your internet issue, unfortunately, but I'll see if anyone else wants to comment on that. Okay. Right, I do want these logs. That log? Yeah, I think that's the only one floating around. And then those trees are probably just leaves. Leaves are just going to stay there. Okay. Yeah. Right, I think that is going to be enough wood to be getting on with for the time being. Your internet is a pain. But hopefully it holds out. How's your power been as well? Have you had any more power cuts lately? Or is the rain holding off for the moment? At least it's not acacia that I needed to farm, because that is a pain to get, because trees grow like all jaggedy and you don't get a whole lot of logs per tree. You can see them over there actually in the distance. Driving stuff. Okay, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. You know, not that it's bad to have some time off from video games and watching screens, but also it is really frustrating when you want to be doing something online and it's just not working. Okay, yeah, I like the dark oak a lot better. I guess I could cap this off on the corners with that would actually help here as well, actually. I'm talking to myself, but I do know what I mean. So I can make one of these and then I can use those to cap off. I don't need to do it here because it's got this. Oh, but I did it anyway. There we go, because it's got the stair above it, so you can't actually see the top of it. But on these corners, I could just do one of them. Okay, yeah. I'm liking that. Yeah, I'm still not sure about what I'm going to do here to get across, because the stairs are going to look a bit weird. I could maybe do it with planks all the way across, potentially. Don't know. Let me think again. Or I could make it a bit chunkier, move this across one so that it lines up with that block. And then I need one of these. Take that out. Okay, and now I could do the trap doors here to give it a bit more texture to it. Get my glass back in, which I put in the chest. Actually, let's just dump some more random junk in there. Okay. So yeah, I could do trapdoor there and then like in that position. That could work. A dark chocolate bar in the corner. Chest. It is a shulker chest, shulker box. Oh, I like that. I think that looks quite pretty. Yeah, shulker chest, shulker box. Same difference. And then I think, yeah, if I'm replacing this with the logs, then I might want to pull that forward as well. Let's see. It'll work out somehow. Maybe. Or it'll look terrible and I'll rip it out and do it all again. Either way, something will happen. Maybe across like that. There is a chest inside that shulker box, or was at some point. That's my defense, and I'm sticking to it. Also, my defense is I'm tired, and my brain doesn't work very well at the best of times. So yeah, I think it's gonna get a bit complicated to try and do something that looks decent. We'll try it. Need some more stairs though. Okay, let's get those done. Let's get that crafted. Hopefully I don't run out of materials, because then we're going back to the dark oak forest. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to get this to go across to there. and not look terribly strange. That is what I'm trying to do. Whether it works is another question altogether. Yeah, I think that'll be alright actually. Fill that back in. I'm gonna go. You're saying it's not that hard. You try and build on stream. Chatting and talking. Chatting and talking. See? I can't even form proper sentences. Chatting and building. It looks tempted. It's meant to look not like a box. And that's the overall vibe that I'm going for, is not just a wooden box. Oh wow, okay, I left it a bit late to sleep. That's a lot of skeletons. Goodbye. And that one is not going to despawn because, well, not going to burn to death because he's wearing armor. Ow. Rude. Thank you. Okay. Yep, the allies are still doing good. Do a quick creeper check. Okay. So, do I not have any dirt on me? I put it all away again. I guess I can just use a temporary block. I will add some like stairs and stuff. Okay, I can get in there like that. That sort of works. I'm not sure that bit jutting out there is doing me any favours. If I take that off, it's not going to link up properly. But, yeah. I just don't know how I would get the glass to line up nicely if I had left it like that. Although that definitely looks weird. Yeah. That's not doing it. Because the glass would need to be like that. And I think that's also going to look a bit odd. Because I don't know how to get that connection going. Let's try it with a stair at the back that connects in. See if that helps. Yeah, that's weird. And if I do it with a log, I think that's possibly also going to look weird. Maybe not. Maybe that's alright. But then this bit can't have any sort of window like that on it because of the angle that it's at. I should not try building complicated shapes. I should just make everything... Well, either copy things that smarter people than I have done. Yeah, that looks weird. If I don't do it like that, there's going to be a little gap there. I don't know how to solve that issue. You try things, sometimes things don't work out. It's still not as bad as the drill, so, you know, there's something to be grateful for. I don't know if that's an improvement or not. I don't think it is. Yeah, it's just a bit of an awkward shape coming forward like this. I'm not entirely sure how to work it out. I don't know if it would be work to pull the glass forward on these bits. So the glass is here instead of push back one. I don't know if that might help, maybe. Okay, that glass is just gonna be there anyway. I'm breaking all of this wheat. At least it's grown, I'm not breaking crops that are still working on it. Okay, let's try pulling this across so that it's underneath the stairs. The drill is still an atrocity. I haven't pulled it down yet. It's still lurking underneath there, looking terrible. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a little boxy, but I think I can get away with it because of the kind of step back. So I'm gonna call that good enough for now. And then basically mirror what we've got here on the other sides. And we can have a nice feature window here as well. Okay, why is that not stacked up? There we go. And one of those. And then I need some stairs again. Going across like this. Then, yeah, that's an even number. That's all right. We'll make it work. Glass in. I guess for symmetry's sake, we should probably put the trapdoors in. Not entirely sure how I've managed to make that shorter. Then, like, it comes out further than the front window goes across, but I think it'll be alright. I don't think anyone's going to notice unless I point it out to them. Okay. More trapdoors. The drill is under the ground. We can just pretend that it doesn't exist and never happened. And then at some point, I will actually fix it and it will be great and look pretty. I need to actually get around to planning it, and this time I will plan it in creative because I can definitely not freehand a drill. That is what I learnt from that little escapade. So yeah, this is getting pulled out one more. And that's probably why it's like off from where I think it should be. Put a post on the end. Ouch. Crunch. And then what did I do with these stairs? Okay, I put a plank behind there to build off of. That's what I did. Plank. And then there's, hey, how you doing? And I need another plank behind here. I'm just struggling with my wheat greenhouse. Is that even a word? Oh, I built this in the wrong place. I ripped it out and then I built it exactly where it was in the place that it shouldn't be. I am smart today. I also don't know if these are all lined up. Yeah, they look all right. Okay. Yeah, the cope is real. I think I can get away with it, hopefully, because it's on an angle. So I think if I tried to do the flat window like in the middle bit without any of this cover over it, it would be terrible. But I think it works okay. Um, because yeah, they've got some depth to them anyway. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know. I'll shove some bookcases or something. Not bookcases, shelves. That's the word I'm looking for. Whenever I get to actually upgrading to that version of the game. Okay, let's bring that down there. Also, and I don't know where I'm going to do. Maybe here. I want to add in a little collection system for the wheat and have some allays flying around in here. Doing my work for me. Well, yeah. Collecting it, the villagers are going to do the work as well. Because why would I actually do anything in the video game that I'm playing? That seems like a scam. Okay, and then I need stairs going across. Yeah, I mean, part of the issue is that I am just freestyling this rather than mocking things up in creative first, because who needs a plan? But yeah, this is not the worst thing that's ever happened in this world on a stream. Trust me. I think the drill probably definitely gets first place. And this roof, before I looked up how to build a roof, is a very close second because it looked atrocious. So yeah, a lot of this stuff, like the little bamboo thing, I planned out. This little base I planned out mostly. Although, like, this bit turned out nice, and I didn't do any planning for that. I just had a vague idea. The struggles, yeah. Iron's here cheering me on and despairing, probably in equal measure. Shall we go and look at the drill? Just to see if it's as bad. Yeah. Is it as bad as I remember? The answer is yes. It's probably worse than I remember. But yeah, I'm planning at some point to build a drill underneath my base, and I decided that it can't be that hard and I can just freehand it. Let's just hop down here and see. So this is meant to be like a drill cone going down into the earth, and yeah, that's what I ended up with. It's always 5 blocks wide here, and it's just not getting any better. Yeah, that is definitely the worst thing that I've built in my base. But we don't see it very often, so it's fine. I can just pretend that it's not there. Is it too... Well, it's decorative, so no, it's really not doing its job. Like, the only function it is meant to serve is to make my base look better. Yeah, we don't talk about that. It is on my list of things to fix, but I decided to build this barn instead because I had a spruce box full of my villagers in there, and this is actually something that I look at regularly. So I decided it was higher priority than fixing the drill, which doesn't actually look... It's transitioning back into a box. It's fine. It will be great. Trust the process. Probably don't trust the process, actually. But something happens, even if it's not a good something. And that keeps the world moving. Yeah, I need to build the roof across. The roof is going to have some structural supports. That used to be attached to some terrain, and then I dug the terrain out, but I left the copper rod there because this is very flammable, and if lightning struck it, then it would all go on fire. Whereas if it strikes the copper rod, then everything's safe. I just haven't decided where it's gonna live. Yeah, we also, on the list of things that don't make sense and that you just go with it. This railway track is held up by these chains, which are held up by these chains. which somehow stay upright and don't fold in on themselves. It's perfectly logical and it works. You just don't question it. Just, yeah, disengage brain, I think, is what you need when you're watching one of my streams. Don't think too hard. What am I doing? I am making some planks so that I can make some more trapdoors. Did you have any luck with the service hour, or are you still struggling with the Xbox connection? Yeah, not everything needs to make sense. And at least I'm like vaguely grounded in reality. I'm not building some, you know, completely off the wall thing. The next question is, what do I want to do here? I want to have some planks going across. I might just cover this with glass and then just do some like trapdoors going across the top, see what that looks like. And if I don't like it, I can rip it out and replace some of these with planks so that it actually looks vaguely structural. And I've run out of glass, so that's great. That is unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, the only Xbox that I own is the original one. I don't even know how many years ago now that that came out, but at least 20, I'm gonna say. So yeah, mine, I don't think it was no, it wouldn't have been pre-internet, but it was definitely before there was a lot of multiplayer online gaming available. So I don't know how the modern Xbox service works. I was actually doing quite well at speaking, and then yeah, it's just apparently started to go downhill. We haven't were you just gonna go and snipe the dragon egg? I don't think anyone is that close. I don't know how King Predator is doing. He'd farmed a lot of diamonds last time. I found his camp and had an Ozy in his chest. I don't know how everyone else is doing progress-wise. No. You're a good little gamer. You wouldn't steal the unique thing on the server. Okay, I could try this with some planks first, actually, because they're super cheap. How do I want to slice this up? Maybe just like that. Maybe it doesn't need anything at all here. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm loving that. I just feel like it might seem to be lacking a bit of structure if I leave it just glass up there. Sour was definitely not planning to steal the dragon egg if he joined the server, when he joins the server. I was chatting about how old I am because I have an original Xbox and that's the only one that I have. Okay, you can't really see those very well, and they do look very strange floating above the glass. So I think I'm just going to tear that out and leave this as a big flat thing of glass for the time being. I could replace the glass with planks, but I don't know. It might just look a little busy. Could I do... I could do like a diagonal. Would that work? Where does that go to? So that would go and stop there. Okay, so I could have like these two and then diagonal. Let's get some more planks going. And then see if Okay, I think maybe I want to go from this spot here. Oops, that is definitely not what I need to do. Okay, maybe. Yeah, you'd be surprised at how often that happens on my streams. No, I was just chatting whilst trying things that don't usually work. That's how my streams roll. Okay. I think I like that more than the just planks floating on the top. You can actually see it from inside, which is kind of nice. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it like that for the time being. But I'm not sure if that's how it's gonna stay forever. You're conspiring to steal the dragon egg. But yeah, I was just saying, I don't think anyone on the server is really at the level to go and kill the dragon yet. I'm not sure. Did either of you watch Jess's stream earlier? Have a little spy on how she's doing. Oh, please excuse my cough. I need to go and grab a drink. Kids these days, teaming up, working cooperatively, not allowed. Okay, I was going to give this guy a bed, but I'm not sure I am. Because, you know, it would kind of be a bit weird for him to just have a bed that's out in the open for public view. So I think I'd rather he just can't sleep at all than have everyone watching him while he sleeps. But I might have to put a bed in because sometimes they get upset and stop working if they can't sleep. Just so demanding. We'll see. I'll start him off with nothing, and then if he's being a slacker, maybe I'll be nice. Ooh, what's that glitch? Obviously, I know nothing about Bedrock because I play on Java most of the time, other than this server. I'm just gonna get some dirt, which is downstairs. Yeah, we just need to get you able to connect. That is unfortunate that it's not working. Right. Inventory management is an ongoing issue. Probably don't need those pants, but let's put them in there. Also, I watch too many American Minecraft YouTubers because I'm calling them pants. And they're trousers over in the UK. Oh, I needed those, didn't I? I need my wheat seeds. Where did I put them? Yes, good. I'm not sure I like you using my stream chat to plot world domination, but you carry on if you're having fun. I won't tell anybody. I'm very discreet. Ah, that's cool. I don't know if you have any, like, I mean, I'm assuming on the server they wouldn't necessarily work anyway, but on Java you can theoretically get more than one using, like, gravity duping. Potentially. I don't know if they fixed that, actually. Oh, I didn't pick up my hoe either. That's not good. Although it's in my end chest, so I don't have to run all the way back to base. Like 50 steps or something. I've only got little legs. There we go. I also think I meant to be filling this villager's inventory full of seeds, maybe? I don't know if it really matters that much. I think I'll just be off to a slower start if it's picking up the wheat into its inventory. Is that gonna get hydrated? Is the next question. Which I don't know the answer to. That was counterproductive. Okay, I might need some more water around here. Oh, that is actually... does appear to be working. So that's good, because if this is out of range of the water, then I can plant the wheat there, and it'll stay there, but it won't grow. Which is not gonna be very helpful, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think that should be in range, actually. Good. Just do a little farming. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't fill this in properly when I actually built it, because I've got a ton of seeds. And the other good thing about doing these stacked on top is that the farmers will actually be able to reach these blocks, whereas they won't be able to reach those blocks of wheat. But that's okay. Orbital strike cannon. Oh, is that to kill the dragon? I mean, don't ask me. I am not in charge of the rules of the server. Ask Jess. She knows. Although I don't think she'll know what an orbital strike cannon is, so I'm not sure if that will help or hinder your cause. Okay, oh no, I can't tear those out. Yeah, okay. Just checking my glass placement. I think we're all good. Okay, so I guess there's no point in me getting a villager in here until I've set up a collection system, because otherwise it's just going to be harvesting wheat that's not going anywhere. So what I should probably do is build an alley thing, which I think I'll put here, but I don't actually know how to build one of those. Kill the dragon. Yeah, I don't like that idea. Feeling like the orbital strike cannon. Remember, there's no PvP allowed on the server. Okay. No blasting other players off the face of it, the world. That's not allowed. Also, does this stone line here bother me enough to do something about it? That definitely bothers me enough to do something about it. But I'm not sure about the rest, because it's not going to be really visible from outside, especially once the wheat has grown. I think it'll be all right. Yeah, that's going to break. Okay, let's leave that broken. So what I need now... there are no trolls in Minecraft, and we are not allowing player trolls on our server. Everyone needs to be well behaved and polite. Okay. So, anyone know how to build an alley collection system off the top of their heads? Because I sure don't. So the basic idea with alleys is they will throw stuff at me, or they will throw stuff at a note block that's busy playing a tune. And I know you can do it with a water stream somehow. But I might also do it with hoppers. Yeah, I need to build a trap for these guys at some point. They're just constantly bothering me. cows. You can't skin them, but you can kill cows and then make leather armor. But what you want to do is go down to the nether and collect a netherite, because netherite armor is the best you can get in the game. Okay, right, I've got a ton of seeds on me, which can go in here for now. And then I need to decide what I'm doing. Oh, I did have stone on me. I don't know when I picked that up. That's not the right chest for that. And I don't need the glass anymore. I just looked at the time, but I didn't actually register the time. Okay. It's 9 o'clock, and as you can hear, I sound very snuffly. So I'm actually going to take a short break. I'm going to do a 5-minute break, and I'm going to very quickly see if I can find an alley collection system that I can at least, well, build some of it here. We'll see. But anyway, quick 5-minute break, chat amongst yourselves, plan world domination and all that sort of fun stuff, and I will see you in a few minutes. I'm old, I get tired all the time. Right, I'm back. Time to stop scheming. If you can. On the egg and then you're gonna log out. Never be seen again. Okay, I need a note block. I don't think I want to make it out of dark oak somehow. That seems like a very expensive build. Yeah. It's not like I can read chat history or anything. No. That's not a thing at all. That's fine. Like I said, I'm not a snitch. Okay, so I've got a note block. I need some trapdoors, which should probably be spruce trapdoors given the rest of my build. Palette. Yeah, I don't really care about making this stand out in any way. Any more trapdoors? Yeah. You need to act normal when you've just been being good and not talking about server domination. What else do I need? Some water, which I should have. Ah, nighttime. Right. Let's sleep. You're talking about the weather. Yeah, I don't actually even know where you are in the world, so I can't remember if you've ever mentioned it before. It's kind of cold in the UK, and I'm not enjoying it. We had some gloriously hot weather, but that seems to have gone away and been replaced with rain and just a chill in the air. Like, I don't mind rain, but I don't really want it in September. I can be lazy about my garden though, which is the one benefit. Okay, I actually need to make this 3 wide. I think I'm going to chip this out because you're not going to see it as easily. That's the other bit. Yeah, I don't think the villager is actually going to be able to pathfind over there. Is the villager going to... Okay, so if I explain what I'm doing. We have a water stream down here. And then I have a note block on here that's automatically being triggered. Like that. Oh, there we go. And then this is a water stream that takes the drops that the ally throw and send them to some sort of collection system. But I'm wondering if the villager is going to fall in the water stream. I may need to use hoppers for this instead. A bit claustrophobic. Well, I won't be seeing the inside. Oh, okay. No, you're talking about the weather again. That's fine. Ah, okay. One of the USA people. Oops. Don't throw that on the floor. I need that. Okay, I'm going to get some hoppers because I think that I'm going to have trouble if I use a water stream with villagers around. I think it's going to get stuck in there and break its AI. So I need hoppers. Hop, 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 hopper. It would be in my redstone chest. Yeah, let's do 3 hoppers. That'd be a nice number. And then I could do a bit of carpet on the top to make it look slightly nicer. Cheeseburgerland. Is Texas a bit swampy? Or am I getting that muddled up with somewhere else? I don't really know that much about America, if I'm being completely honest. Not that there's anything wrong with swamps, you know. I've spent a while in a swamp hunting slime myself. Oh no. What are you making? Oh yeah, you do like what's the word for it? My brain is just broken. Cosplay, don't you? Or was that just like a Halloween outfit? Either way, it looks pretty cool. Just have all the weather in Pakistan. What am I making? I'm making a chest so that I can place my hoppers down and hopefully... No, that is not a chest. God. There we go. Right. Yeah. I'm having some slow brain issues myself today. I'm going to say it's been a long day, is what I will say. And leave it at that. Okay, so... I think I need an extra hopper, actually, because I'm going to go, like, this. And then that's where my note block is going to be. There. Ah, I can't put a... Oh, wait, I can. Yeah, the carpet can go this side, and then I need a trapdoor above the note block. Somehow, so if I just put a temporary block, that's probably the way to do it. So that goes on there. I can block these. Oh, I just turned my wall into a chest, apparently. That, and then the alley should throw towards the note block, and the drop should go in the hopper. That's the theory, anyway. Ah. Is it a puppet of anything recognizable, or is it just like something that's taken your fancy? Oh. I don't know. America's really big, and I'm definitely sure there's some part of it that's swampy. What am I looking for? Another hopper. That's what I'm looking for. Luckily, I did make a ton of those for my gold farm and then didn't end up using all of them, so I'm pretty good for hoppers for the time being. I'm probably also pretty good for chests, but that doesn't stop me from making extra. Okay, so I think it would be useful to put a fence post in here, get the alleys in and tie them up, and then get the villager in. I think that's the way to do it without the mobs. Ah, I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's, but I've seen people's thumbnails of it. It's just kind of like basically horror, but kind of cartoony, cute. What am I getting? A fence post? Do I have a fence post in here? Yes. Excellent. Okay, I also need some wheat to give to my allies. I think I'll just put a couple of allies in here. Okay, I've got my 2 wheat. Want that back. Do I have a lead on me? No, that would be too helpful. Oh no, not your internet being your internet. That's not allowed. Where do I hide my leads? Where is my ender chest? Hello? There's my ender chest. Ah! I've got all the leads that I need. Hiding in there. Cool. Let's get some allies here. I think I have a boat with 2 allies in it, but it might be a boat with an ally and a cat in there, knowing me. Yep. Look at that little dude over there. Okay, so do I have... I thought I just had more random allies lying around, but maybe I just put them all in that farm. Do I have... Oh no, there they are. Don't mind me. Although, I might only need 1 ally in there. It's not like the farmer's going to farm a whole lot. Okay, just checking on those. They look like there were quite a few in there. Okay. So, new plan. I'm just running around. Okay. Yeah, I definitely don't know enough to know what any of the characters are called. I've just like seen people doing thumbnails of Five Nights at Freddy. I'm not really a big horror gamer, to be honest. That would be weird. I wonder if there is like a horror survival crafter. I think there's like Don't Starve together. That's not really horror. I know there's like, is it called The Woods or something? Let's get some hitboxes up so I don't smack the wrong thing. Look how easy that boat was to break. Take note, Bedrock players. It's like, it's got like more health than the Warden, the boats in Bedrock, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, there's something like the forest or something, which I've seen someone playing and that looked a bit scary, but yeah. Yeah, if you want to talk about that, I just have no idea what you're talking about. Well, yeah. I think out of context, like bad internet is like, oh, it's a bit jittery. And you might think that that's, you know, that's your bad internet. Whereas yours is a special kind of bad. I think the internet and the power is really what needs to be explained in tandem here. Okay, right. I'm gonna have a nap, as I do like to do, both in-game and IRL. Nope. It might be the right colour, but that is not where that lives. Okay, you can go away. And then, yeah, I don't think I need more than 1 ally in here. You like that notebot, do you? Or are you just trying to escape? You're not allowed to escape. You can never escape now. You're trapped in here for all eternity. Okay, so I need to get a villager in here. So I need some rail tracks. Luckily, it's not very far, actually. That's quite nice. But I do need to rip out a bit of the floor in order to do that. Okay, I still need that tool. Let's get rid of that. Don't need to go up there again. Yeah. We don't allow free range mobs in this world. Everyone must be locked up. Oh, if I knew I could do that in Manor Lords. I've been streaming Manor Lords and I get really frustrated because the peasants don't work. They go and do other things like go home and pray and go to the pub. And I get really frustrated with them. So, yeah, that's what I need in Manor Lords, is just to block them up so that they can't do anything except work. Although you do have a happiness meter in that game. The creeper situation. I'm not sure the creeper situation has anything to do with your internet. That's we're getting into conspiracy theory levels here. Okay, I've got some rails. I don't have a minecart apparently. I don't know if I've got some in my villager breeder, but I might as well just make one. I should probably put a composter in there, shouldn't I, if I want that guy to be a farmer? That would probably be a smart idea. Look at me being clever. Okay. Do I have any? I'm sure I've got a ton of slabs, yeah. Hey, yes. I'm gathering materials that I need. Right. I do have a creeper situation. I did nothing wrong. Right. If I can put the... I wonder if he'll still use the composter if it's there. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. We'll give it a try. Okay. Oops, that's not right. Okay. Let's send a villager on its way. Okay, I do have loads of minecarts in here. Right, are you going to pick up that job? Maybe. I'm a bit worried that the spare villager in there is going to try and pick up the farmer job. Yeah, I think... Yeah, that villager has picked up the workstation, which is not what I wanted. What on earth is a map hat? Am I being too old? Yeah, I do not understand what a map hat is. Is it a person? Okay, it's a person. You knew law, maybe? Ah, I don't know. I'm just trying to sort my villager out and vaguely keep an eye on what you two are up to in case you get carried away. Okay, I was going to pick up an atrocious amount of seeds to throw at this villager, which means I need to dump some of the stuff out of my inventory. That. I do need a bit of stone, actually. And I need to put those thingies, observers down. The sticks and the wood. Yeah. I think I've got enough. I need like 8 stacks of seeds. Yeah. 9 minus 1 is 8. Doing some quick maths. That's nice. Sal's not holding out on me. Just going straight in there with the knowledge that I need. Although I think one of the things I like about Minecraft is that I don't really know a lot of lore. Because I've learnt about myself that any game where there's like too much talking with NPCs and like, oh, you have meaningful choices to make in this world. I'm like, I don't need meaningful choices, right? He's not going to pick that up until he becomes a farmer. Let's break that. So, is one of you going to turn into a normal person? Going to become a farmer for me, please? No. It might be the wrong time of day. They do get picky like that. Don't know if I can... Yeah, maybe I should just come back tomorrow for this bit. And try and catch them when they're in the mood to get jobs and all that sort of fun stuff. Okay. So I did have an entrance. Oh yeah, around here. Although I can't actually get anywhere. Did I? Yeah, I should probably bring some slabs back. I'm sure Minecraft does have lore. I mean, there's like zombies that kind of look like the player character. That's probably related to some. I do not do YouTube full time. I do not make any money from YouTube, and I'm very, very far away from making any money from YouTube. So at the moment, I am studying on a coding boot camp. So it's like an intense coding course. And I'm hoping to become a data analyst at the end of that. But yeah, I'm definitely a long way off from being able to earn any sort of money from this. But I enjoy doing it. So that is what keeps me logging in and hanging out and building atrocious things that need tearing down and remaking. What? Steve is his own grandpa? That can't be right. Is there time travel then? Yeah, I think you're just making stuff up. I don't believe you. Right, okay, that one should be fairly good. That one's filling up. Excuse me. Just dying over here. Right. Do have a lot of this. Okay, let's steal some of this out of here. Weird but true. I'm gonna have to look up map hats and yeah, watch his videos for verification. Okay, so what I've been doing with my spare wool is just chucking it in here and using it as fuel. It seems to work reasonably well. Okay, so I can get rid of that. Now I'm just waiting for night to fall so that I can sleep, basically. What I could do is just farm this. I don't know if I've done that. Actually shown this, but I did put in a collection system for my nether wart. That just sends a little minecart around, and then it comes back here and unloads it into this barrel here. The wonders of redstone technology. But yeah, I do need to actually grab it to replant. And the reason I do it like this is because you get slowed down by soul sand, so I don't like walking over it, so it's really annoying. I also don't like the soul speed enchant because then you randomly go zooming and it puts me off. Oh, Minecraft Legends! I did play a little tiny bit of Minecraft Legends. I wasn't really paying attention to the storyline, which is probably not how you're meant to play it. I assume you're meant to be paying attention to the storyline. I just want a game. I don't want to think too hard. Just point me in a direction and give me something to gather, and I'm happy. Right, they're still both farmers. Are you gonna... Can I even put that down there? No. Right, you sit there. Yay! Okay. Ro's become a farmer. I feel like I should trade to lock that in. Don't know if I can get enough wheat. Probably not, no. Because I don't want the villager from the breeder stealing his composter, basically. I want to make sure he stays a farmer. So I'm gonna run and get some wheat to trade. Alien X? What on earth is an Alien X? In the context of Minecraft. Okay. That's plenty of wheat to be trading. How much lore is there? Is this like going to take hours and hours to learn about? Okay, so I've traded with you, so now I should be able to steal this job block and put it... Oops, not there. Oh, no. Go away. Right. Do not open up to that farm. So, I don't have any glass on me anymore, but I need to throw all of these seeds for this guy. I guess I can use this wheat to check if the ally is actually working, except the note block isn't active, so that's probably not a good idea. Right. Are you going to pick up any more seeds, or are you full? Okay, yeah. That's not bad. I'll accept that. So I need some glass. Multiversal level. Look. Back in my day, we had one universe and we were happy with it. None of this multiverse nonsense. What am I doing? I am getting some glass that I put away and still needed. I need 2 of those. I think I've got more glass already cooked up. Yeah, tons of stuff in there. Nice. I did say it ironically. I'm not actually shouting at kids to get off my lawn yet. Probably because I don't have a lawn out the front. So if there were kids on my lawn, I'd probably like be calling the police instead because they've broken it. Right. Let's check the status of the floor. So I think it's just these 2 bits that need redoing. And okay. Yeah, let's test out the ally. Thanks, buddy. I block that off. Hopefully I can reach that minecart to break it. No, I can't. How about now? No. Where's this stupid hitbox? Oh, okay, got it. There we go. I'm losing a minecart, but that's fine. My iron farm is great. Okay, I should probably put something there so that he doesn't compost all of the seeds. Right, so I need to get back in here. Do I have a trap? Oh, no. Okay, the ally is still tied up, which I need to sort out as well. I thought the ally was going to make a bid for freedom there, which is not allowed. We do not have freedom for mobs, as I've already mentioned. Throw a chair at kids. I'm not violent. Unless it's in video games. Back in my day, uphill both ways in the snow. Yeah, you were all just sitting inside on your phones. Why don't you go outside? You know, it's not like everyone's been taught about stranger danger and all that sort of stuff. And urbanization taking away green spaces from children. No! It's because of these damn video games and mobile phones. Also, like, you know, older people tend to talk about, like, oh, when I was a kid, I just used to go off and I'd be out all day and you never had a phone. So, like, your parents just assumed you were going to come home at dinner. But I bet they didn't let their kids just, like, go out and not tell them. Like, they wouldn't be cool with that. I don't have a cane. Check back in like 20 years and maybe I'll have a cane. What am I doing? Question of the day. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, I probably need 2 trapdoors because I need to get in and out of the farm. Although I've got an ender pearl. I could ender pearl out of the farm. Okay, what I'm doing is... do I have any spruce slabs? No, I don't. Okay. Welcome to my stream where I spend half of it running in and out of my base. I do still enjoy that door that I built though, so that's good. It's not bugging me yet. Okay, right, I have something I can make a floor with. Back in my day, we didn't even have the internet. Well, I think the internet was around as a concept, but it wasn't something that you just have in your house at home. And when we first got the internet, it was dial-up internet. But it was extra fun because it was super slow and sounded like something like a robot being murdered. Okay, so that's all right. That's what I do actually with a lot of stuff that I'm watching. If it's on a stream, it'll just be like background noise while I'm doing something else. Okay, that's not going to be annoying at all. Yeah, that needs an on-off button. Yeah. Okay, what this actually needs is a circuit so that it's not constantly going off. I think it's like every 18 seconds or something. Because that's really annoying. But I've built one of those before. I cannot remember how to do it off the top of my head. So we're just going to be dealing with that for a little while. What I want is something I can put above that composter. Probably a couple of trapdoors. Okay, that should do it. Do I have a crafting table? Excellent. Okay, so I think 3 composters. Oh, composters? That doesn't make any sense. 3 trapdoors above that should do it. I can get in that way, and I put another. Oh, I'm using the wrong trapdoors for a start because these are the ones that I want to put by the composter. I'm also hoping that the alley isn't going to try and escape because I don't want to be chasing that around. Okay, so those go there. Oh, you trying to get that wheat? I'm so mean to mobs. How did that end up all the way over there? Okay. Do I have some wheat on me? Yes. Okay, let's chuck all that over there. And then that can entertain the alley while I make my bid for freedom. Okay. Let's destroy that. Knock that back together. Okay. Why have you thrown it up there? That's not right. I need to sleep. Everything will be better in the morning. I'll just, you know, have a nice nap with the dulcet tones of the observer warning bell going off. My God, that's so annoying. Okay, so I think... Yeah, great job, buddy. You're doing fine. I might need to put another trap door above that so that it actually falls down. Okay, which means that I need to get another trapdoor. Yeah. Yep, I'm just gonna make a spruce one for now. It's not gonna look great, but hopefully it will at least be functional. Oh, did you manage to actually get that in the right place? Proud of you, buddy. Okay, if I break that out, he's probably gonna escape, right? I hate mobs. I hate mob AI. And I hate that observer. Ah, sweet silence. Okay. Yeah, I want to get a trapdoor on top of there, but I don't want the alley to be escaping. I guess I can take that as a backup plan. And then hopefully I could... No, I can't put that on there. Wait. Get back in there. Ah. That's not right. Okay. Don't you dare try and escape. Okay, so now if I put on the annoying noise machine again, is the wheat still going to get stuck? Is the question. I do need the farmer to actually do some work and harvest the wheat. I think because of the angle where it's sat at the moment, I'm assuming it's going to chuck at that level rather than like fly up the top of it. So hopefully that will actually work now. And I can get some distance so that it's not so annoying. Yeah, time zones are weird. I mean, obviously it makes sense because it's not like it would be more sensible for it to be like 10 PM where you are, but it's the middle of the day. Yes, Ian does stay up late to watch my streams, but he's young and can cope with not sleeping, whereas I'm old. You're watching from the future, yeah. Why don't you tell me when things go wrong then? You never warn me when I'm about to make a mistake. Okay, right. We can watch some wheat go. What are you doing in that corner? Okay. I can't see any stock wheat, so I think that's probably working all right. I don't know. I mean, it was throwing the wheat there earlier, so I'm gonna assume everything's okay. And I'm also briefly gonna turn off this because it's really annoying. Which means that the alley won't be working at the moment. It'll be a little slacker. But I don't have that constant observer noise going off in my head. So what I need to do is rig it up to a little timer system so that it just does one bing every like 18 seconds or something. And then I won't go absolutely crazy when I'm in range of it. Yeah, you love a good paradox. Okay, right. I think it's basically time to start wrapping things up here. Because I'm certainly not going to build a timer circuit off the top of my head in 5 minutes. I think what I'm going to do is log into the world where I have that timer circuit already. And then copy that instead. Just collecting loads of random junk. I didn't get to use my moss. I didn't do anything to my roof. I just added a couple of little flowers, but I think the flowers look quite cute. And I did manage to get the wheat farm functional, mostly. So I think it's been a reasonably productive stream. I did enjoy the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. It was silly, but like in a good way. And yeah, totally not a complete cash grab for the franchise. I did like that. I think you just have to not expect too much from Marvel movies and just go with the flow. Okay, so I don't know if I have anything to do in 5 minutes. Maybe just check my iron farm. I do like checking my iron farm. Yeah, that would be good. I look forward to seeing that. Yep, the iron is ironing, and I'm restocking my bone meal as well. I used a lot of that earlier. Yep, that guy's offering the amazing Trader Diamond for an emerald. Yep, right. Okay, so, yep, we have made some progress on the barn. I don't know. Will I do another stream to finish off the barn, or shall I move on to the drill and actually get that going? Because I think what I would be doing next is just like swapping out some of the roof blocks for something more interesting and adding more flowers and like some leaves and stuff around just to make it look a bit more cottage core-y. So I don't think that would take a whole stream's worth of time. Just finish the barn first. Yeah. Stick to one project, get one project done. That's the thing. Okay, I'm going to put up, if I can find the right tab. Yay! Little outro stream. Because that is what I look like at the moment. Passed out on my keyboard. I will say thank you for tuning in and chatting away. Even if you're talking about things that I don't understand as an old person. It's fine. I forgive you. I hope you can get on the service hour. That would be good. Good to see you around. See you later. Bye. Don't you start calling me Unc. I'll see ya.